UNLV students quite upset after a gun reform bill that they helped craft passed the state legislature, but Governor Joe Lombardo vetoed it. Imer Cespedes-Alvarado heard from those students directly and gives us more insight on Senate Bill 156.
The governor claims that the bill relating to firearm safety was the wrong approach when reducing the gun violence that we're seeing here in the state of Nevada. However, UNLV students who co-wrote the bill are not backing down, fighting to get this bill into law for however long it takes.
It's kind of disappointing to see the outcome.
Imer Cespedes-Alvarado was one of the UNLV students that helped co-present Senate Bill 156, a bipartisan act that was narrowly focused on building infrastructure and partnerships to address gun violence in a systemic, data-driven way.
This bill was with the idea to have that bridge between the community that has been affected and with the legislators to make sure that we can have common sense solutions, to make sure that we're not just listening to one side of the aisle.
After passing through the state legislature, Governor Lombardo vetoed the bill, saying in part, because SB 156 injects too much political influence into an issue that demands careful, sensitive, and impartial treatment, I cannot support it.
I feel like the governor is just playing politics with essentially people's lives.
Alistair Diaz says the governor vetoing the bill was a slap in the face. The bill had largely to do with the increasing toll of gun violence in the state. Nevada ranking in the top 15 states for firearm mortality, according to CDC data. This, of course, includes the shooting that happened on the UNLV campus in 2023, of which both students were present.
I felt was a betrayal not only to us as students, but to the state of Nevada.
State Senator Edgar Flores was the sponsor for the bill. It did not involve sweeping changes to gun ownership laws, but instead sought to create mechanisms for informed prevention and community empowerment.
Considering that we have that amount of violence in a state of this size, but more importantly, when we have two recent horrible tragedies that occurred on our soil and that we still can't do anything, is frightening. Every single Nevadan should be frightened at the idea that we have a political structure in this state that cares more about a political badge than human lives.
Flores says local government failed these students. However, this veto is not the end of SB 156.
We will continue hosting town halls. We'll continue opening up conversations, not just with the students, but with elect officials, Democrats and Republicans, who are willing to provide amendments or either ideas on how to address gun violence in our state.
I did reach out to the governor's office for comment, but I've yet to hear back from them at this time. As far as Senate Bill 156, I did look it up on the state's legislature website and did find that it is set to return for the next legislative session. For News 3, I'm Imer Cespedes-Alvarado reporting.
News 3 always your weather.